Today we are answering the age-old question. Are you just a fat, lazy piece of shit who needs more willpower? In this video, I'm going to explain why you are forever starting, stopping and starting again with your health and fitness goals. So let's get into it. I had a recent coaching call with a brand new client called Dawn. Dawn described herself word for word as a fat, lazy piece of shit who never sticks to anything. Someone who has put off coaching for so long because she was convinced that she's just going to fuck it all off again. Now, maybe you are a bit kinder to yourself than Dawn. Maybe you wouldn't be so extreme in your self-critique, but I'm sure you can relate to her on some level because it's fucking frustrating and it's exhausting to be forever starting again every single Monday. But you are not the problem. And trust me, I'm not the kind of coach who blows smoke up people's arses, so if I ever thought you were, I'd call you out on it. Let's take Dawn for example. Dawn is almost 50, she's got 3 kids, they're pretty much grown up but still living at home. She's got a husband who is basically a 4th child. She works full-time at the hospital, and her hormones are kicking her fucking face in on the daily. Dawn feels like shit. She is knackered. So overwhelmed she can barely think straight. Some days she struggles to put a coherent sentence together. And honestly, she's one more wet towel on the floor away from losing her fucking mind. So we've set the scene for Dawn. Yet diet culture has taught her to solve all the problems by eating less and moving more. That's the magic fix. Add more rules. Add more things to your to-do list. Add more physical and mental stress to your already overflowing cup. When I say it like that, it makes naff all sense, does it? But that's exactly what Dawn has tried to do again and again and again and again, and exactly what most of the women I coach have previously tried to do. Which, let's face it, is the definition of insanity. Doing the same shit time and time and time again, expecting a different result. Dawn's problem is that she has got 0 mental and physical capacity, but keeps adding more to the to-do list. More steps, more workouts, more rigid rules around food. This is a recipe for disaster. Of course Dawn is going to fall flat on her fucking face because nobody has ever taught Dawn that she needs to deal with the root cause of her problems. When you are chronically stressed out your tits, knackered, overwhelmed, looking and feeling like shit, the last thing you need is another restrictive diet plan or over-the-top workout routine. You're basically trying to build your behaviours on quicksand. Not a fucking chance. When you take the time to get to the root cause of your problems, you are laying solid concrete foundations. Does this way take a little bit longer? Absolutely. But this way isn't just about making your body weigh less. This way focuses on feeling better first, having better mood, more energy, more capacity mentally and physically. And then when you start to feel better, you're more likely to keep showing up. So Dawn is going to be starting with me in September as part of the next 8-week wellness reset. And during that reset, Dawn and everybody else who takes part in Rebuild is going to be focusing on loads of things outside of what she's putting in her mouth and how she's moving her body. Before we even start, we're going to be looking at her life and seeing just how much capacity she's got. And we're going to identify the absolute key priorities for her personally. Now, I already know that Dawn's are going to include building a better sleep routine, building a simple structure with food, gentle movement that doesn't feel like punishment, and setting boundaries. Telling people to politely fuck off and do more things for themselves. Getting some time back. Once we've established that, we then build her plan. But it's not just one plan. She's going to get 3. For the great days, the good days, and the shit hit the fucking fan days. So already Dawn has options away from all or nothing. Once we get cracking with coaching, the things she's going to focus on that she's never focused on before: sleep, rest, recovery, simple ways to fuel your body, nourish your body, stop your snacking. Movement that feels good, that's enjoyable, that fits into her life, that she actually looks forward to. Stress management strategies. Little things she can do every day to mentally exhale and help her keep her shit together. We're gonna get Dawn to think differently. Because when we think differently, we feel differently. When we feel differently, we behave differently. And now you're starting to see that this goes way beyond calorie tracking, restricting yourself, diet rules, thinking about what you can take away, moving more, smashing your body with extra steps and cardio workouts and all these things that you do not have the capacity to maintain. So week by week, Dawn is going to start feeling a little bit calmer, a little bit more in control. She's going to be able to think straight. Her energy's going to improve, her mood's going to improve, and she's going to want to start to do a little bit more. By the end of this first 8 weeks, she is going to have laid those solid concrete foundations that I've just been talking about. Because she's enjoyed it, because she feels better, she's going to stay consistent. She's got all these tools to make sure that her cup does not overflow again. Dawn is a real person, so I found it useful to use her story. But for you in this case, I want you to know that if you forever start and stop with your health and fitness goals and you find it super frustrating, you're internalising it, calling yourself a fat, lazy piece of shit who needs more motivation, who needs more willpower, know that it is highly unlikely that you are the problem. The problem is that you are forever doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You need to look at the evidence. There needs to be a different approach. If you want to stop writing yourself off, if you want to feel better in your body and your brain, more rested, less overwhelmed, less stressed, able to think straight and show up consistently, you should give some serious thought to join in my next 8-week wellness reset. It's called Rebuild. It kicks off on Sunday the 6th of September. The spring intake sold out in less than 36 hours. It's received 5-star reviews across the board, and it can change the fucking game for you. So if your interest is piqued, you head to the description, you click the link, you sign up to the Rebuild priority list where you will find out more information. If you're on that list, you also get first look when places go on sale, so you're far more likely to get a spot than if you just wing it. And you are going to get 50 quid's worth of free bonus shiz. That includes an unreal 8-week wellness journal that you will fill in alongside me in real time, week by week on our live masterclasses. If you're a stationary whore like myself, you're going to love it. So what have you got to lose? Other than another decade of your life, starting and stopping and fucking starting again, building evidence in your mind that you are in fact a failure who can never stick to anything. That does not sound fun. Head to the description, click the link. You're not signing up to anything. You're just finding out more.